Live long enough and you'll get arthritis, skin cancer, probably one of the common chronic diseases like CHF, COPD, diabetes. At All County Healthcare, we teach you how to manage your disease. We make sure you know how to take your medications and how to recognize signs and symptoms before requiring hospitalization, no matter how many visits it takes. You didn't move to Florida to be sick. You moved here to enjoy the rest of your life. And that's exactly what our team of nurses, therapists, and aides at All County Healthcare help you do.
The following programming is furnished by you and your doctor.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Amp2.tv presents You and Your Doctor, teaching you to live a longer and healthier life. Proudly sponsored by All County Healthcare, where people are the heart of our business. All County Healthcare is a Medicare certified agency where one call will service all your home care health needs. For more information, call 954-717-7027 or visit our website, allcountyhealthcare.com. Now, let's get informed to living a longer and healthier life. Here is your host for today's show.
Good afternoon, folks, and good evening, South Florida. We are here for another wonderful episode of the You and Your Doctor show, sponsored by All County Healthcare. All County Healthcare is a Medicare certified home health agency. We have been serving patients for over 30 years here in South Florida, which includes Palm Beach, Broward, and Miami-Dade counties. Tonight, we have a special, wonderful guest from the Florida Spine Associates, Dr. Seth McMahon. Dr. McMahon, welcome to our show. How are you this evening?
Excellent. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Dr. McMahon. So, Dr. McMahon is currently just outside his office in Delray from the Florida Spine Associates, located at 5210 Linton Boulevard, Suite 304 in Delray Beach. Zip is 33484. Dr. McMahon is there and can be seen by his patients 4 out of the 5 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Dr. McMahon is in his office at this location. And on Tuesdays only, he is at another location of the Florida Spine Associates, located at 670 Glades Road, Suite 200 in Boca Raton. All appointments can be made by calling one easy number, which is 561-495-9511. And once again, we welcome Dr. McMahon. Dr. McMahon, please tell us a little bit about yourself and what your typical day entails.
Yeah, so I am a interventional pain doctor, and so I work, like you mentioned, out of like Boca and Delray primarily. And as an interventional pain doctor, I primarily specialize in both interventional and non-interventional options for chronic pain symptoms. And the majority of the things that I treat are more neck, mid, lower back pain, peripheral joint pain, whether that's like knees, hips, or shoulders. And we offer this full spectrum of non-surgical options for pain management, whether that be medications, physical therapy. And so the day-to-day life, I work in the office and we evaluate, between 20 and 30 people a day with varying pain conditions and offer those modalities.
Oh, that's wonderful. And folks, I got to tell you that Dr. McMahon has some of the nicest staff in his office. You will be very welcomed by his staff. He has an assistant up front. Her name is Victoria. She's very kind. She will ease you through the process. She'll get you through any of the paperwork or the information she may need. And he's got a wonderful, talented young medical assistant named Adam. Adam is very helpful when it comes to dealing with the more clinical side of it. But they're both available. They're both with Dr. McMahon and his staff at all times. And we do appreciate that, Doc. This is very important in medicine, especially in your aspect of medicine, which is so important, because folks, when you're going in for a surgery, especially that might entail, something critical like surgery of the spine, knowing that you're going to be put under, it's very important to feel secure, to feel comfortable with the staff, and obviously your doctor. So, Dr. McMahon, tell us a little bit more about your typical day and what kind of patients come to see you.
And so the majority of the patients that I see are probably more, middle-aged, elderly, more, 40 to 80 years old. And that population sees more of chronic ailments such as arthritis, spinal stenosis, and regular, degenerative conditions. In our area, we do have a large Medicare population, being in Delray and Boca, which would be understandable. And so what we mostly offer is both, interventional and non-interventional modalities for pain of the neck, mid, lower back, other peripheral joints. And I collaborate and work with 4 different surgeons. So our practice consists of 6 pain doctors and 4 spine surgeons. And so we all work together to deliver multidisciplinary care. And so on my end, as a pain physician, what I'm more offering is recommendations for non-surgical modalities, whether that's physical therapy, medication adjustments, potentially injection or other procedure options that are non-surgical. And then if things do require, more advanced intervention, I'll work up the appropriate imaging, physical exam, and help get everything coordinated for a more advanced specialist, such as a surgeon, whether that's spine or orthopedics or whatever specialist is necessary.
That is just absolutely fantastic and fascinating at that, Dr. McMahon. Once again, folks, if you're joining us, we are here with our special guest, Dr. Seth McMahon from the Florida Spine Associates. Dr. McMahon is one of several doctors that work for a large organization that takes wonderful care of our patients down here in South Florida. Dr. McMahon specifically works at an office in Delray Beach, located conveniently right next to Delray Medical Center. They're located at 5210 Linton Boulevard, Suite 304 in the great city of Delray Beach, and that is zip code is 33484. Dr. McMahon also sees patients on Tuesdays only at his Boca Raton office. He can be reached at 561-498-9511. You can speak to either Victoria at the front desk or any other associate that may be able to help you. You'll be very happy and satisfied, folks. I can assure you they're very welcoming, they're very professional. And once again, that address of the Boca Raton office is 670 Glades Road, Suite 200 in Boca Raton, 33431. Thank you again. So, Dr. McMahon, tell us a little bit more about the non-interventional procedures that might be done, because I know when people think about, having anything in this area of the body done, they think about surgery and getting cut open. But let's talk a little bit more about the non-interventional. That fascinates our guests.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of times people are looking to improve their pain symptoms and trying to avoid surgery. And so that's the main way that I really facilitate care. And so when we look at ways that are non-surgical, we mostly look at injections, physical therapy, bracing options. And so what a lot of people come to me more for is the injection modalities. And so for neck and lower back pain, that's about 90% of what I treat. The more common conditions are like degenerative arthritis and also spinal stenosis. And so for those different injections, I'm sure a lot of the viewers have heard of procedures such as epidural injections or facet interventions like ablations or rhizotomies. And so we're mostly offering in-office procedures that require no sedation, local anesthesia alone. And for a lot of chronic pain conditions, especially of the joints, these can provide significant relief for months at a time. And the biggest thing is to get a thorough evaluation for what your more likely, pain generators are, and to make sure that we appropriately adjust what they are.
Absolutely. Great description. I know that covered, a lot of people's questions, and we do get some questions in prior to when our guests hear about the specialty of our guests. That's very fascinating because, folks, Dr. McMahon and the Florida Spine Associates, they're really dedicated to providing the highest quality and compassionate care with these minimally invasive, surgeries or non-surgeries, as Dr. McMahon stated. They really care for their patients. Folks, we don't want to live in pain, okay? It's an ongoing issue. Sometimes you have an injury or you have an ailment that hasn't been addressed over the years. There's a number of different things, but the great thing is the Florida Spine Associates and Dr. McMahon are here to give you a full evaluation and to find the best techniques and methods to alleviate that pain and bring you back to the highest quality of life, folks. That's what it comes down to. We are wanting to live the highest quality of life and pain-free because nobody likes to be suffering in pain, especially while you're down here in sunny South Florida trying to enjoy yourself. So that is very fascinating, Dr. McMahon. I appreciate that so much. And if I could, can I touch upon a little bit of the fact that you're a third-generation anesthesiologist and that you're local? And I think that's important to our guests and potential patients because they see that, you've been down here a long time, you're very well-versed in the community and embedded, and you're passionate about helping people. Go ahead, Dr. McMahon.
No, absolutely. I was born and raised in South Florida in Miami, and my grandpa was actually an anesthesiologist at Jackson for 25 years, and my father is actually still an anesthesiologist at Baptist.
Oh, that's
and
wonderful.
I grew up in that area and went to undergrad and medical school at the University of Miami. And I did my anesthesia residency in New Orleans, my pain fellowship in Birmingham, Alabama. And then after that, I took a job briefly in Orlando. And I always wanted to find myself closer to South Florida. And so I've been here in Boca and Delray for around 2 years. And my family and I love it. I'm married. I have 2 young kids. And so we're definitely enjoying being a part of the South Florida community again.
And if I might say on behalf of everybody, we're happy you're back down here. Sounds like, Doc, you got a good taste of a little of everything. We're happy that you went to school at the University of Miami, and then you got a taste of the rivals just out of state, University of Alabama. And then, like you had said, you touched down in LSU and ultimately eased your way back down south with the private practice in Central Florida. That must have been one heck of an experience, but we know where your loyalty lies, and we appreciate that.
Yes.
That is just fantastic. And we also know, folks, that medicine runs in the McMahon family. That is just a great story. Grandfather, father's still active with Baptist. That is just fascinating. I can only imagine the family reunions are a special time, and you guys might not even want to talk too much about patients and medicine because you probably got enough of it growing up, but we're just happy to have you down here. Folks, if you're just joining us, this is Dr. Seth McMahon from the Florida Spine Associates. Dr. McMahon runs the office in Delray Beach, located at 5210 Linton Boulevard, Suite 304. It's conveniently located right near Delray Medical Center, and that is in West Delray, folks, by Linton and Military, if you're familiar. Dr. McMahon also has an office and sees patients on Tuesday only in Boca Raton, right off of Glades Road, right in the area of our wonderful Florida Atlantic University, a great college, by the way. So we are just so happy to have Dr. McMahon here. Folks, if you have questions or you want a consultation, you can reach Dr. McMahon or his office associates at 561-495-9511. They will be happy to take your information. In a lot of cases, folks, you remember that you do not have to have a referral to see Dr. McMahon in most cases, and he does accept almost a full thread of insurance, including Medicare and several others as well. And folks, we're going to be going to a commercial break here. We'll be right back with Dr. Seth McMahon. Thank you so much.
All County Healthcare has exciting news for any and all patients with COPD or other respiratory ailments. Listen to what renowned pulmonologist Dr. Keith Robinson has to say.
Hello, I'm Dr. Keith Robinson, board-certified pulmonologist, medical director at Fusion Health Pulmonary Rehabilitation, and a board member with the American Lung Association of South Florida. We have exciting news for patients with COPD. We now offer IPV therapy at home, which has been demonstrated to improve airway clearance, decrease hospitalization, and improve quality of life of patients with COPD. Please call All County Healthcare for more information about this FDA-approved therapy.
For further information, call All County Healthcare now at 954-717-7027. That is 954-717-7027, or visit our website at allcountyhealthcare.com. You can also find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Remember, All County Healthcare always puts the patient's needs first. All County Healthcare always puts the patient's needs first. You are listening to You and Your Doctor, Living Longer and Healthier, an informative show that helps you find answers to questions you always wanted to ask, but did not have that somebody that could make a difference in your life. Call into the show if you have a question at 888-565-1470, and we will put you on the air to inform all our listeners. Now, back to our show.
Folks, welcome back here. This is John with All County Healthcare. We're here with Dr. Seth McMahon from the Florida Spine Associates. Dr. McMahon specializes in minimally invasive and non-interventional treatment for complex pain conditions. Dr. McMahon specifically runs an office in Delray Beach located at 5210 Linton Boulevard, Suite 304, in the wonderful city of Delray Beach, zip code 33484. He is there 4 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. He also sees patients in his Boca Raton office, which is located at 670 Glades Road, Suite 200 in Boca Raton, zip code 33431. You can reach Dr. McMahon and his associates anytime at 561-495-9511. They'll be happy to take your information, answer any questions, and walk you through the whole process. Once again, here's Dr. Seth McMahon. Welcome back, Dr. McMahon.
Thank you.
While we have you back here, we started to touch a little bit upon, how a patient would come to see you. We spoke a little bit about the fact that some patients might need a referral from their primary care, but some might not. So could you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, so some insurance policies do require a referral to see a specialist, and so the best way to go through that is just to navigate through your insurance, or if you have any questions, you can ask your primary care provider. But we see a lot of self-referrals, Medicare patients, commercial insurers that don't require a referral. You can contact the office, through the number mentioned, that 495-9511 number. And through that contact, schedule an appointment. We're working on updating our website to be able to have a portal from making an appointment soon. But right now, the best option is through calling the office.
Absolutely. And folks, I got to tell you, Dr. McMahon, and I've spoken to both of them numerous times, has two wonderful, professional, very kind associates that take their time to really get to know their clients and do a wonderful job for Dr. McMahon. That's Victoria, who works in the front office, and Adam, who is more of a medical assistant. I tell you, it's so important to have wonderful people like this working for you, Dr. McMahon, and we appreciate that because I think it makes the whole process that much easier for loved ones who are involved with, their, father, mother, whether it be an aunt, an uncle, or even a brother or sister that might come to see you. It's a great, easy going office. It's a welcoming area, and it's very convenient, right near Delray Medical Center. So come out and see them. Give them a call anytime. 561-495-9511. You can call them and talk to the associates. Dr. McMahon will get back to you, no doubt, in a timely manner. So, Dr. McMahon, tell me a little bit about this new surgical center that's going to be blossoming up in our wonderful Western Delray community. I just got that good news recently, and I tell you, this is going to be fantastic for you.
Yeah, so Dr. Norton is one of the founding partners of Florida Spine Associates, and him and a group of around 30 other surgeons in town are opening a new specialty surgery hospital, which also has full services, an outpatient ambulatory center, and also several tens of thousands of new square feet of office space. And so we will soon be opening a multi-specialty hospital in West Delray, hopefully to offer, excellent, same day and inpatient services for spine and other surgical services. And our pain practice will be also offering services there as well.
Fantastic, folks. You've heard that. I've lived down in South Florida quite some time now, and I got to tell you, it's a fantastic place to live. There's so many wonderful, wonderful doctors and caregivers down here working in the healthcare industry, specifically me for All County Healthcare, which is home health, and meeting all these wonderful, talented doctors like Dr. McMahon, finding a doctor like Dr. McMahon that is homegrown. He's double board certified, folks. Okay. He specializes in minimally invasive and non-interventional treatment for complex pain conditions. So give them a call. If you or a loved one is living in pain, by all means, let's see what we can do to alleviate that, okay? Because it's all about getting to a better and higher quality of life. Call the Florida Spine Associates. They're a wonderful organization. You are now meeting Dr. Seth McMahon, a wonderful homegrown doctor, educated at the University of Miami, as well as University of Alabama, opened a practice and was working in Central Florida for a little bit, and then came home. And we're so lucky to have you here, Dr. McMahon. I tell you, South Florida is a great place to live, and it's so reassuring to know that there's wonderful caregivers like yourself that are here if any of us might need it. Folks, this is important. You can give Dr. McMahon a call. You'll get a consultation. His professionals in the office will tell you what is needed through your insurance, if a referral's needed or not. But by all means, take the first step. Give them a call, 561-495-9511. Okay, that's 561-495-9511. And that is the Florida Spine Associates. And this is Dr. Seth McMahon, double board certified. Doesn't get any better than that. A local family man. And on that note, Dr. McMahon, if I may, knowing that you established yourself in several wonderful schools of medicine, as well as other schools well known, tell us a little bit about yourself. You mentioned the fact you have 2 young kids. That's fantastic. Tell us a little bit about your hobbies and what you like to do when you're not helping patients.
So I'm a big family man. I spend a lot of time with my 3-year-old daughter and 2-year-old son. So a lot of birthday parties on weekends and kids events. I was a very competitive golfer when I was a kid, and so I still really enjoy that. And so I spend a lot of my time with my family playing golf. And then I have a lot of my own family in the area, parents and my wife's family and such. And so a lot of family activities and good outdoor activities with South Florida.
That is just fantastic, you know. And do you ever get time to check out some of the golf matches? I know we had the Honda Classic recently, and you know you're a busy family man, but I love the sport of golf. I wish I could swing the sticks a few more times, but right now, you know, it's more of a vision in the future. But that's fantastic, and what a great place to play golf down here. And congratulations on a wonderful family. Once again, folks, we're wrapping up here. This has been an absolute pleasure talking to Dr. Seth McMahon from the Florida Spine Associates. Dr. McMahon, we've got to have you back on. Absolutely. It's been a pleasure. I wish we had more time. We're running to a close here, I'm told. But folks, we've had a wonderful interview. You can always review our interview with Dr. Seth McMahon on the All County Healthcare Facebook page. We're also uploading all video interviews to our YouTube page, our website, and you can always reach out and call Dr. McMahon himself. If your loved one needs any type of care, you can reach them at 561-495-9511. Thanks again for joining us here on the You and Your Doctor show. All County Healthcare is proud to sponsor this show and bring you the best doctors and healthcare professionals in South Florida.
Thank you for letting us share with you a longer and healthier lifestyle. If you have a doctor or are a doctor and wish to be on the show, call AMP2 TV at 866-244-5422, and we will put you on the air as soon as possible. Tune in next week for more information on living longer and having a healthier life.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Hi, my name is Deanna Barron. I'm an RN with All County Healthcare. I used to work for this huge corporate-owned home health agency, and I was always worried that they wouldn't let me make enough nursing visits to be sure that your wound was fully healed, or that you were completely comfortable checking your husband's blood sugar level and giving him the correct dose of insulin, or that your mom's lingering cough was the end of her bronchitis, not the beginning of a new episode. The owner of All County Healthcare always says, give the patient what they need. And he means it. At All County Healthcare, I see my patients until their goals are met, and I never worry. I hope you never need a nurse to come to your home, but if you do, tell your doctor, I want All County